What's up, guys? So today, no gimmicks, no intro, no anything crazy outside of sub if you want to sub, like if you like the video. Much appreciated. So it's gonna be a quick PSA video, and I've done this a couple different ways. Honestly, I actually have already completely recorded and edited the other video I decided I wanted to do, but I went back, watched through it again after the editing is done, and I just nah, not gonna do it that way. So I'm gonna kind of remove all the theatrics, all the extra stuff from the video, just kind of hit you guys with the straight-laced, plain stuff, and move on from there. For those of you guys who follow my channel closely, you probably have noticed I haven't streamed in quite some time. I have not really been as vocal or as outspoken as I normally am. Those are my friends who are closer to me. They've checked in on me, things like that. I'm totally fine. I think I personally have avoided, or I've tried to pretty much seem like the burnout hasn't really ever gotten me. The reality speaking, it did. It absolutely has. Burnout definitely exists, and it is something that you do have to be wary of when making content for anything. Unironically, people have even mentioned, in comment section, this game isn't doing super well. If you want to do anything else, you're gonna have to do something else on your channel. And honestly, I don't really care. I want to cover PSO2 content. I honestly wish I had the drive that I had way back when they first announced PSO2, like right when it was coming over to the West, because I could get off of work, sit down, record a video, edit it, set it up, put it to upload, and then stream right afterwards, all back to back, and then sleep for like 3 hours and then go to work the next day. It was insane. Like I wanted everything to be about what I was doing when it came to PSO2. Nothing else mattered to me. I didn't care about any other games. I didn't care about anything else that was going on. It was just this. And the reality is that doesn't really exist for me right now. My attention split. It really is between PSO2, Final Fantasy 14, Lost Ark. I mean, other games have been announced and things like that. And if I want to keep that drive, I need to, what's the idea I'm looking for here? I need to realistically kind of reevaluate how I do stuff. So here's the thing. I'm probably gonna be moving ships. As you guys see this video go live, after maintenance, I will probably be on ship 2 again. Part of this entire process has been the way that I like to play just really doesn't jive with ship 2 or ship 1 anymore. Part of the way I like to play is, logging into the game, hopping in and just kind of jumping into something. And whoever's around is around to come along with. And, if people aren't, that's totally fine. People usually, there are usually people around and it's not a huge deal. As we've noticed, the game has has downsized just a bit. People are, waiting for the next expansion, things like that. And part of what I really liked on ship 1, or what I really did on ship 1, is there were friends that played specifically on ship 1. Those specific friends don't play anymore. They are taking a break from the game, and unless the game does some pretty crazy stuff, I don't feasibly see them coming back to the game with any real force. There's a lot of other games out there that they're excited for and want to play, and they really have their attention. I don't really blame them. Realistically speaking, I mean, I'm kind of really all in on PSO2, and it's not that I don't enjoy it. I do a lot. It's just I am a bit more patient to watch it grow into what I know it's capable of being. Now, this is an entire different conversation. Of course, people I'm sure are going to say in the comments, things like that, the game should already be there, so on and so forth. But regardless of the fact, I'm having a good time. But I don't fault people for not having the greatest time that they could be having with the game that exists at the moment. So when I say I'm moving away from ship 1, it has nothing to do with that I don't want to play with the people that are still here. It's mostly that there's just a large number of people that I want to play with that are still playing the game and have a similar mindset that I do, playing on ship 2. And originally I played on ship 2. Actually, up until episode 4 of base game, I was on ship 2. That's where I started out in base game. And because all of my friends were coming over to ship 1, and they started on ship 1, I went over there. Now, again, that's kind of an annoyance because, I mean, I had started the game before them, so cool if they would have came over to ship 2, but that's, again, a completely another story. But regardless of the situation itself, I think it's good to kind of recognize these situations where what you want to do isn't really working where you're at. And while everyone can't really move over to ship 2 or can't really change ships with their characters, they might feel like they're locked in some way, it might be time for them to step away for a little bit. If the time frame they're playing isn't really fun for them and they can't really make a change to make it better, then, maybe a change into a different game for a bit is a better choice overall. However, for me, I want to play the game. So I'm making that change, making that decision just to go ahead and move. Again, nothing too crazy with my other Ship 1 friends. You guys that are over here on Ship 1, I appreciate every single one of you. You guys have supported me from the very beginning. I'm going to miss seeing you guys as much. I know some people have alts on Ship 1 and Ship 2. I know some people that play primarily on Ship 2 that played an alt on Ship 1 just to play with the rest of us. You guys are super awesome. Hopefully now you'll get to play your mains and we can, jump into this further. I also know like community members, community managers, other content creators and things like that. They're over on Ship 2. And that's part of the reason I'm moving is I'm friends with a lot of those people, and it'd be really cool to do content with them as much as possible. So it's all these things kind of culminating together that just, I've told people in the past, hey man, if you're not having fun where you are, just go somewhere else. Just go to where you're going to have fun. And honestly, it's about time I took that same level of advice. And it took this kind of like burnout for me to realize it when I boot up the game and I was like, I don't really feel like doing too much. It's like I'm gonna just do it on my own anyway. And I want to feel like I want to do more. Like I want that feeling. Like I like existing in PSO2. It's a lot of fun to play when I want to play it, which is weird to say, right? Like if you're not wanting to play it, how is it actually fun? I don't know how to really explain it. It happened a lot back in base game where, funny enough, a tangent. There's always a tangent. I swear I should make a tangent emote. But a tangent, I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine, yesterday. We were playing something else. It's like, when I really get invested in a game, I will do stuff for collectibles that I honestly would normally not even care about in other games. Like, I would just want to have everything. One thing that I do pretty religiously in this game is whenever I purchase fashion for a character, I buy 2 of them to account unlock it. Is there a chance I might use it on another character? Maybe. Is that chance high? Probably not, but I want to collect that stuff. And that comes along with the enjoyment of the game. Right now, I have 3 classes to level cap. And honestly, I'd like to have everything capped. I'd love to have everything capped before the next expansion. And I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to jump into doing that again. But I just haven't had the drive that I used to. So I really feel like I want to sit down and push that again. And I think the best way for me to do that is to give myself the incentive of knowing that I'm going to log into a ship where there's a bunch of people I want to hang out and talk to and play with. So I'm going to make that move. I think I just made a shorter video to get rid of like 45 minutes of work that I just did and going to have to redo. But that's okay. I'm not really too concerned about that. Hopefully this also hits anyone else out there who might be feeling somewhat similar. It's like, they feel like they're stuck or they're not having a good time, and they see, maybe they might have a better time with some people somewhere else. By all means, make the move. It's not something that you can't undo if you want to. Granted, it costs some money, but it's a free-to-play game. You don't have to spend any money in. If you have the ability to do something different, you should go for it. And honestly, that's why this service exists in the first place. So by the time you see this video go live, like I said, I'll probably be over on Ship 2 after the maintenance. You may even see that streams are live again. I'm going to start pushing myself into it. I want to get a consistent schedule. So I want to say thank you guys to those of you guys who've supported the channel up to this point. I've been ridiculously wishy-washy. I've been all over the place, and it's nowhere near what we were when we first started streaming PSO2. Like it's not the same. Dailies and weeklies don't feel the same doing them. I never really hang out with you guys and talk like we used to. So when this video goes live, you should expect to see a few things different. 1, like I said, streams up again. 2, you may see me now in Discord more often, just sitting in a channel. Part of that is going to be a channel that I'm going to leave open for you guys to jump in. And if you guys have something to talk about, if you have questions or anything like that, it'll be available. Part of what I'll be doing is just screen sharing my screen. So maybe if we're off stream doing something, by all means, you guys can pop in, see what's up. It may not always be in a channel that's going to be something you guys can talk into, but sometimes people just like having some background to see what's going on. I might be editing a video. I might be, who knows, watching some anime or doing something else that you guys just want to be a part of. And honestly, I want you to be a part of it as well. We've got this Discord with tons of available people hanging out and doing stuff. Might as well go ahead and use it and do something positive with it. So expect to see those things popping up. I apologize. I know I speak kind of fast, by the way. And this isn't a video where I've been very cognizant of that as much as I normally am. But I just wanted to get this out there and let you guys know what's been going on, and kind of let you know that I think I know how I'm going to swap it up a little bit. Again, for those of you guys who are concerned, I'm totally fine. So appreciate it. We're good to go. We're going to go ahead and just, hit the ground running because there's a lot of stuff I want to get done and I really should get done. And I think it's about time we started getting it done. As far as when the streams will start back up, you might see the first stream before this video goes live because I have the itch just to start up and do some stuff right now. So if you're watching this video, thank you. You guys are part of why I make videos in the first place, and it's super awesome that you're still around. Anyway, I'll see you guys in hopefully our next video, which should be a maintenance update. Either way, take care. Peace out.